why, mercy, I do declare there are people here with opinions different to mine. Oh, it's terrible. They have a booth with posters on it, and they've been to panels, and they've said terrible things, and they've harassed 20 people. Oh, my.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
It's early days yet, folks, so, shit's going to turn out to be wrong. People's presumptions are going to turn out to be wrong, but I know the Badgers. They've always been straight with me. I think they're good people. I think they do good work. Don't necessarily agree with them on everything, but that's kind of the point here. You don't have to agree with people on everything in order to get on with them. It's a very brief recap for people who don't know what's going on since they've been living under a rock or something. The Honey Badger Brigade, which are an MHRA group, and Alison Tiemann, who is an artist and comic creator, got a booth at Calgary Expo and then got chucked out for bullshit reasons. Now, I've done what looking into this I can, since I know the guys. I was on a radio stream with them last night, or at least with Anna Cherry, and got the kind of straight dope straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And there's more interviews and videos coming out today, so go and check them out. And what seems to have happened is they turned up, set up their booth, no problem. There was a bit of Twitter fuss, as there always is. They attended one feminism in comics panel, sort of fielded / asked one question. There were no problems, and then the following day they were thrown out. Now, why? Who knows? We can really only speculate, but the reasons given have included 20 reports of harassment which never seems to have actually happened. Disruption of panels, well, the entire panel is listed online. It's recorded on YouTube. You can go and check it out for yourself. There is absolutely no harassment going on there whatsoever. So that leaves what? Having a booth with things on it that possibly upset people. Well, if you go to any comic or games convention, the rules, the anti-harassment policy, which usually has fuck all to do with harassment, will usually say that certain depictions aren't allowed. No violence, no nudity, no semi-nudity, all that kind of bollocks. But if this was enforced, you'd have no con, because cosplayers couldn't attend. Talking about RPG cons, most books have violent depictions of guys fighting dragons or orcs on the front, and if you strictly applied to the anti-harassment policy, in inverted commas, then there would be no display, no books on show. Everything would have to be sold under plain cover. There'd be no posters, nobody in cosplay, and that would be it. Last big con I went to really was Dragon Meet that had one of these policies, and I was worried that my stall would be fucked over by this. And we looked around at what all the other stalls had on display, and if the policy had been enforced, there would be nothing there. So what these policies actually are a list of bullshit reasons to get rid of people you don't like. They're also so abusable. All it would take would be one person to choose to be an arse about it, and your con would implode. And that seems to be what's happening here. They're using the excuse that their anti-harassment policy, again in inverted commas, gives to get rid of people who are politically inconvenient. Now, of course, it's a private show, or at least on paper it's a semi-private show since it's partially funded by the local government. So yeah, they have the right to kick people out. But that doesn't mean it's not censorship. Whenever you silence someone, it's censorship. The argument is whether said censorship is justified, and whether the rules are being applied evenly. And clearly, absolutely, they are not. Right? Gaming conventions are not meant to be safe spaces. It's not a PTSD support group. It's not a feminist collective. These are places where people should be able to attend and get drunk and get into a fist fight over which D&D edition they prefer. Gaming conventions should display the best of the community, and the best of the community in the geek and nerd community is people of different kinds, different worlds, different loves coming together and sharing their mutual love of science fiction, fantasy, comics, games, all the rest of it. They shouldn't be like this. They shouldn't be exclusionary, and they are exclusionary, and they are clearly against diversity if diversity of ideas is not allowed. Conventions are very important. to creators. They're places we can showcase our work, they're places we can network, places we can talk to people, where we can attend panels, where we can learn things. And if you start restricting attendance, as they have with the badges and as they tried to with Mr. Baldwin, then we're in serious trouble. So I encourage people to protest angrily but politely.